Today, we're sponsored by Manscaped. Prize your girlfriend and show her how hairless your dick could be. I know what that is. I know what that is. Presentation matters. Shave your balls and your crack while you're at it. I've been using this so long. It's only about right that we went back into business with Manscaped again. Meet the new face, among other parts, of Manscaped. England held to another draw by the United States of America. They deserved to win, if we're being absolutely honest. This was a shocking performance tonight from England. The majority of the players were lackluster. There was zero quality from many. One of the biggest questions of the night will be, how did Mason Mount stay on the pitch for 90 minutes? This is a mystery that I don't even think the late, great Sir Albert Einstein, I don't even know if he was a Sir, Hawkins, Brian Cox, you could put the greatest minds in the world in a room, and I do not think you would get an understanding as to why on God's green earth Mason Mount was still on this football pitch for 90 minutes. I want to congratulate America for their draw. I want to congratulate America because they were very good tonight. We can't take that away from them. They were very, very good tonight indeed. I have been humbled for saying we would slap them. England fans have been put back in a box. Put back in a box tonight. We're winning that bad boy. Winning that. We think we're winning this. We are not winning anything playing football like that. Shocking. Gareth Southgate's in-game management making fans angry. Substitutions were poor. The lack of impetus was poor. We were outrun and outworked by the United States of America. And I'm not lying. That is absolutely unacceptable at every single level, without a shadow of a doubt. An embarrassing night for England. Absolutely poor, embarrassing, and shocking. I'm going to bring my panel in a moment. I want to go to some of your super chats that are coming through. Make sure you're liking that. Hitting the like button for us, please, people, and subscribing to the Football Terrace. Also, we are sponsored tonight, as you can see, by our brilliant friends at Manscaped. They do have their Black Friday offer on right now. The Lawnmower 4.0 is out. The nose trimmer, the crop preserver. They've got the ball, by the way, the ball bag deodorant. I'm telling you now, that thing is absolutely stunning. There's 25% off for Black Friday, plus a further 20% off with promo code TFT20. So make sure you check it out now. Christmas is coming, and boys, you want to take care of yourself. And I've been using Manscaped for about 2 years now. Not once have I nicked me bollock. I've nicked my ball so many times with razors, I used to use that hair trimmers on it. Catch yourself. This thing doesn't happen. It's amazing. So make sure you get yourself sorted out for Manscaped. Get yourself ready for Christmas. I know some of you single men are looking forward to it. And trust me, fellas out there, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your husband, they're going to love it as well. Clean, fresh, and all of that jazz. So get Manscaped right now, 20% further off with promo code TFT20. But let's take a look at some of these super chats that have come through here from you wonderful people. Terry, both Southgate and Berhada are poo. Our coach played for a draw. Embarrassing. We dominated you guys. That's sad. US, we should have won. You should have won this. Juan, you should have won this game. When you brought Aronson on, I thought, right, they're going to go for it here. They're going to beat us. They're going to embarrass us. It's going to be like 1950 all over again. I thought the same. Someone please tell me why Foden, Grealish, and Trent are not in this team. We're going to get onto that later, my friend. It's a great question. We'll save that question for later. No doubt about it. England was just as shocking as the Netherlands. USA surprised me, to be honest, hoping for better knockouts. I would agree. Today, listen, England were great against Iran. We were beyond shocking today. And I'm going to criticize England the same as I've criticized other teams. It was a terrible performance, and we'll get into the individual players a bit later on the show. Harry Kane has been a ghost this whole tournament. Drop him. Also, if I see the same lineup next game, I will be livid as the midfield and front three stank, is what Joshua said. We'll definitely come back to that one as well. Hold that, you tea drinkers. You got soccered. Mate, listen, we've got to hold it tonight. I'm angry, but I'm going to give credit to America because you worked. You played good football, good technical football tonight, but you outworked England. You beat us to nearly every second ball, and we couldn't handle it. I think our players came into this game thinking it was won, thinking it was going to be easy, thinking it was going to be a stroll through Central Park, and it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't. Tyler Adams made Jude Bellingham tap out. That soggy rice worth 150 million, more like 20 million is steep. Gio, listen, Tyler Adams was the bomb tonight. He was absolutely sensational. There's no doubt about it. I'm convinced I watched Chelsea play today. It was very Chelsea-esque. It was very Chelsea-esque. It was very Ole Gunnar Solskjaer-esque. It was very much... We'll come back to what I'm going to say about that later, when we bring the panel in. Got outplayed for 90 minutes by an MLS team, 24-year-olds, all hype, big hot air balloon. Hype is what Joel has got to say here. A lot of people will agree with you, Joel. I told you, Terry, England could be good one day and trash the next. I agree with you on that. A good performance by us. I wish that bald clown would have made subs earlier, Reina and Aronson, but I was shocked how you guys just sat back. I agree. I think a lot of England fans were shocked how we sat back, and we'll come back to that one too. Why isn't Foden playing? Mount is awful. Mount was awful today. And this is no club loyalty. He was just poor. I thought he played well against Iran, by the way. He deserved to start after that performance. But today, it was beyond shocking how bad he was. It really, really was. Matt Turner, MVP. I don't know about that. He didn't have a shot to save. Well, good one from Mount, ironically. Yeah, from Mount. This here says, keeping Mount on the field was a war crime. Your energy for others is funny. Kane, again, halfway line. Donny, so bad. The US, very dominant. You had England top 4 yesterday. But we based that on the first round of games. We said, who have been the best 4 teams so far? And England were in the best 4 teams so far. And when we get to the end of this round of games, after this performance, England won't be in it, my friend. That's kind of what happens when you judge on form. And that's what we did, my friend. So, yeah, I'm not going to take that one back. Should have won. Shake my head. May I join the stream? We'll share the link very soon, my friend. Mount over Neymar, according to certain pundits. Listen, those pundits probably caused tonight. They probably caused tonight with that comment. I'm convinced I watched Chelsea play. Already seen that one there. Thank you very much. And I get not starting him, but Trent can create 3 or 4 chances from England to score. He gets dribbled past once or twice, but all about the intention to win. And I'm going to bring my panel in now to have their say with me. We're joined by a man like Adam Charles and Ram. Gentlemen, talk to me about your disappointment tonight.
I'm pissed. I came in with really good intentions, really good high hopes of us being a solid team, the way we played against Iran, and we played like that. That was laughable, honestly. Our best player, and give him credit, was Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire was man of the match for me today. Defensively, he was solid, winning every single header. And even when we tried to play ball, he was actually one of the best ball players. That's how mad this game has been. And look, that front four, I know that comment said something about Harry Kane dropping deep. I don't mind Harry Kane dropping deep because it makes our play much more, makes our play flow. But that's when you need the attacking midfielder to make those runs into the box. And he didn't do that. I know people have made comparisons about Mason Mount and this Frank Lampard weird comparison that they tried to do. But if you want to recreate your idol, you make those runs. And he clearly didn't do that. And look, Southgate has a lot to take for this. He has a lot of heat on his head. Why the hell did it take you 70 minutes to make a substitution when all 4 of us, myself, KJ, Adam, and Terry, all knew that is not working? Nothing's working. We can't create a chance. USA are outplaying us, outfighting us, and playing at an intensity that we couldn't handle. And it takes you about 72 minutes to make a sub. And then when you do make those subs, we see an instant impact. Jack Grealish came on and became that guy, taking on players. Marcus Rashford, when he came on, making those runs, dragging those defenders away from the center. It's just inexcusable. And these are when people say you're too negative about Southgate, these are the reasons why we've lost tournaments. This is the reason why we lost against Croatia. why we lost against Italy. And our expectations is that we want to challenge. And we today played absolutely poorly. And it's as simple as that. And Southgate deserves a lot of heat on his head for that.
It does. Adam, I wanted to ask you, I mean, there's lots of things to break down in this. We're going to take some calls from some American supporters as well. But when you look at this game, there's so many.
I would like someone in the comments to genuinely tell me, if Henderson is the answer, what is the question? I genuinely want someone to tell me. So I'll leave that there. But Mason Mount, I don't get it. And I asked you lot the same question. Why is he every manager's like pet? Why do they love him so much? Because he was clearly underperforming today. I say underperforming, maybe that's just his level. But he was clearly playing badly. Why was he still on the pitch? Jude Bellingham outperformed him, got taken off. Mason Mount did. I can't think of one notable thing bar the shot. And fair enough, good on him for getting it on target. But besides that, what did that man do? Why was he still there? Terry, I don't know the answer.
Bro,
I do not know.
This is the thing, right? I've seen Mason Mount have good games for England. I've seen him play well for Chelsea. But he just seems to be one of those individuals, no matter what he does, no matter how bad, he just stays on. And it was so frustrating because this is an exaggeration, but it's how I feel. And fans, you review games based on how you feel. We're not tacticians. We're not managers. I felt like 95% of all attacks tonight broke down because of Mason Mount.
That's a shout.
A missed touch, poor passes, making the wrong decision. And everyone can have a bad game. And that's fair enough. But then I look at it, once it went beyond 60 minutes, Mason Mount's poor performance became a Southgate issue because he didn't take because Southgate didn't take him off. And then you make an even better point. Bringing on Jordan Henderson. I said this behind the scenes, but it's like you've got an invasion in London. You're struggling. There are aliens everywhere. I mean, talking literal aliens. There's a wormhole in the sky. And you phone up the Avengers. You're like, please help me. Send your best. And Hawkeye turns up. That is how it feels to me. Like, Hawkeye's a good shot of a bow and arrow. He can take out a few men. But you need a god. And we literally sitting on that bench, you've got Phil Foden that can move the needle. I know Jack Grealish came on. But, Rashford came on too late in this game as an example. Grealish, Rashford, Foden should have come onto this football pitch ever before we saw someone like Jordan Henderson.
Terry.
Mount staying on is an absolute disgrace. And the problem I've got with it is this. This is why Southgate won't win us anything. Listen, every time we win a game, I'm going to say it's coming home. Get used to that. I will celebrate when my team wins. There's no such thing as an irrelevant win. Unless it's like Qatar winning their next game. That's irrelevant because they're out, totally. Right? I will say it's coming home. I'll celebrate. My kids will put their England kits on. I'm going to get behind my nation. It's what I do. But this is why I don't believe in England. When the going gets tough, Gareth Southgate is nothing other than a coward. He's a coward. He did this last year against Scotland, as an example. But then we got all the way to the final. I say, it doesn't matter, does it? It does. We scored very early against Italy, and then we played like we just saw then against America, as we did against Scotland. He was a coward, didn't bring on the right attacking options early enough in that game. We've seen it many times in qualification, many times in the Nations League. Oh, I'd rather draw than lose. No, go for the win. Land a goddamn glove on America tonight, who were very good, by the way. But you notice they had their attack stopped when Grealish came on because Grealish scared them. Because Grealish ran at them.
Let's actually talk about it though. In fact, before I do that, not Harry Kane. What's his name? Harry Maguire.
Harry Maguire.
Really good. Yeah. Hats off to you, sir. Hats off. Because I didn't think you were going to be on anything. But USA, were they actually good or were they just better than we thought they were going to be? Because really, what did they really do?
Adam.
Let's talk about it.
You want to talk about it? This is the World Cup final. This is the World Cup final.
That's it.
No, they ain't making it to the final.
They're not getting anywhere. They're whack.
So they put everything in and fair play to them. They've done what they need to do to get Ace and in the World Cup. You cannot put them down for that. But if we are going by what actually will happen in the Cup, this is their World Cup final, and we allowed them.
Terrible.
We allowed them to get a foothold in the game. We allowed them to have a chance to actually score a goal. And I'm blaming all of it. This is Southgate, bruv. This is why.
And I agree with you. And this ain't hating on America. They deserve all the plaudits. They deserve all the credit. They can play good football, but my point is, there's 2 or 3 of their players you might maybe want at your team. Tyler Adams as an example. There's
Weston McKennie playing
Weston
well.
McKennie
but
was
imagine needing
Aaron
a
was
goal
talented.
and bringing on Josh Sargent.
No, I get your point. Yeah, but you're right. Pound for pound, when you weigh the squads up, ours is stronger. So yes, they run harder. Yes, they fought harder. Yes, they wanted it more. That's us allowing them to do it. Then once they got the foothold and they won the physical battle, they won that in the center. Then they were able to play football. We sat back and we did try and lay a glove on them. It was so, for me,
It's weak.
to me, it was weak and embarrassing. And I'm not taking anything away from America. They deserved it. But I don't like to see my country where you've got players. Our captain, right? Our captain turned up to the last game wearing a £500,000 watch. And the reason I bring that up is this. By the way, footballers, spend your money, enjoy your lives.
Wow.
Shows how much goddamn money they earn. When our footballers are earning that much money, when our manager, one of the highest paid international managers in the world, why are we bottling it? Why are we scared of a team that call it soccer? Why are we scared of a team? I don't even think they rate soccer as in their top 5 sports in America.
No, they don't.
These guys prefer, listen, boxing,
Baseball.
baseball, hockey, all of it.
Come
It's all
on,
bigger.
man.
And I don't mind being outplayed by a better footballing nation.
Spain or
But
Germany.
we weren't only outplayed by America tonight. They scared us. England were scared of America tonight. It's as simple and as straightforward as that. And it's completely and utterly
Terry,
embarrassing.
Can I quickly say, I want to know what Southgate said to those players at halftime. I want to know what he
I
said.
know what he said to him. Do you know what he
Don't
did?
lose.
He did what those weak-ass parents do. You know that kid that comes last and they still give him a medal and give him an ice cream?
Participation
Medal. Oh, well done, guys. You didn't lose.
Well, you don't do that.
No.
You don't pat your kids on the back for saying.
No, if they lose. If my daughter loses, she don't get a meal. If Freya comes last in a race, she doesn't get dinner.
Somebody say that's bad parenting.
I say that's teaching her for the real world. Elite
mentality. Elite mentality.
She don't eat, bruv. She don't eat. Simple as that. Sometimes what I do, there's 3 of them in a room, my 3 kids. Like, I put 1 cake down. Fight it out. Fight it out. Whoever's the strongest, Freya up the win, she beats the boys up. Bro, we play many a game in my house. It's just what it is. I've got to make them be tough. And this England team tonight were outmuscled, outworked, outthought by the Yanks, and they deserve it. Because if we worked as hard as America, our quality would have shone through. And I'm sick and tired. Listen, I don't care about football hipsters. Yes, technical ability matters. Who's got more technical ability? Argentina or Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia. Oh, sorry, Argentina.
But you fool. But the Saudis outworked them in the second half.
Absolutely.
And as soon as they did that, the quality shift came in. Work rate, work rate, work rate, work rate, work rate. And we didn't have it. So well done to America for that. I'm going to go to some more super chats that have come through here. This says Mount was bad, but talk Jude. He goes. Listen,
Nah.
You don't think Jude was bad tonight?
I thought he was okay, but he wasn't great. Like he still created a chance, which I think Harry Kane should have done better. He was still okay. He was winning his challenges, but he wasn't dynamic. He wasn't the Jude that we know.
I wouldn't call him out as one of the worst performers.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't have been adverse to him coming off, but it was the fact that Mason Mount stayed on as well. I think that was the issue.
And the fact that Henderson came on for him.
Yeah,
that was mad.
I agree. Mount wants 300,000 a week for Cotton. Listen, if he gets 300 grand a week,
is that what Chelsea are?
He's got the greatest agent in the world. He's got the greatest agent
that's Salah money right there.
McKennie can play us. Just needs to stay fit. Yeah, he's very, very good. I know he's had a lot of injury problems. We didn't lose. Bradman is celebrating that. Trippier was average versus Iran on Port today. Trent or Walker need to start. That's a question. That is a question.
Bring me Walker back.
Nah, man. Bring on
Fit Walker.
Bring on Trent, man.
In a game against France, and he's obviously probably get or anyone else with pace. Bring me Walker back.
But what about Wales?
Trippier has been axed this whole tournament.
I want to see Trent, man.
Listen, people will be shocked by me saying this, but I'd like to see Trent given an opportunity against Wales as well. I'd like to see
Terry? He should have come on for Jude Bellingham. If he wants to spam a ball into the box, who do you want to bring on? Henderson or Trent Alexander-Arnold? But it was at least better than Henderson.
No, I hear you. Yeah. It's never coming home with Fraudgate at the wheel. No Foden. Mount plays 90 minutes. Listen, I agree. You bring Foden into that game. Equal Calvin Phillips on the bench, right?
Yeah.
Now, people say he's not fit enough to come on after 2 games. What's he doing here? The thing is, that's if we need to shore up the midfield, it should have been Calvin Phillips. But if he ain't fit, why bring him in? Why? It's honestly, some of the decisions are baffling. The disrespect from English fans to the USA from the group draw to today has been ridiculous. What I will say, just very quickly, is it is also a little bit of banter. Like, don't take it too personally. Like, when you call each other's football teams out, it's not an immutable factor of someone's life you're having a go at. It's quite literally a bit of fun. But listen, well done. Maybe that spurred the Americans on. Maybe if we didn't do it, you would have got beat. But you know what I mean? Take the punches.
Still dead.
Never forget that England blew a 13 colony lead. Is what's been said there. 13 colony lead. Okay. Oh yes, I get the history there. Yeah. Thank you. I've been boycotting this England team since 2018. I expect performances like this friendly Euro World Cup. It's time to tell the real truth. Sorry, time to tell the truth. The real truth, I think he means. Does everyone expect anything realistically? Round of 16 or quarterfinals, getting knocked out.
What happened? What happened since 2018?
Got to a final.
That would make you boycott England. Like,
I mean, literally, imagine spent 2018 to 2022.
It's our best period.
It's been the best period since 1967.
Literally, I don't know, man.
This man was loving 2010.
No, that final was too much for me. No.
Not qualifying in 2008.
2016, we lost against Iceland as well, man.
We need that Drake meme. Do you get a meme? You know the Drake meme where he's like,
oh, yeah.
no to this. Yeah. That's this guy. That's a great super chat, Nav. Build a statue for our right back, Robertson and Adams and Pulisic. I want to say about Pulisic was very good today. I don't see enough of that from him in Chelsea shirt. I mean, the final ball weren't quite there, but he nearly scored. He had a very good performance for America tonight, and yeah, he deserves a lot of credit too.
LeBron James is soccer.
England more concerned about politics and football. Government agenda has turned their heads. America wanted to win. England wanted to be friends.
Really?
Oh, a special relationship. Love it.
Yeah, mate, it's crazy. Nav here again, come back again, says, they will do next year. You lot going to wake up. 2016, 2018. We got to 2 finals. Yeah, right. What next? Gareth, time to get him out now. Go, you're done. Bye-bye, England. You're dead. Same players as always. Let down again. Nav is not an happy boy this evening. We played soccer, Terry, not football. USA. And do you know what's nice, though? You didn't win, so we haven't got to change the name of the channel, but you didn't lose and not concede, so Jess doesn't have to wear the Tottenham shirt. So the bets are off, which is cool. If that Harry Kane header went in, like, Jess would have been sitting there. She's at the game tonight. She's killing it out there. Well done, Jess. She'd have to imagine that feeling of, we lost at the death, and then you got to wear a Spurs shirt for a whole day.
We should have put Harry Kane on the back
when
as
you're
well.
back in the UK. That would have been hilarious. Sorry, Terry, that's an awful take. Just say that America run more is disappointing. Honestly, America were better. But I'm sorry to be rude. I didn't say that. I said you run and worked harder. And then that allowed your quality to shine through. I've said 3 or 4 times on this stream so far that you pass the ball well, you play good football. I didn't just say you worked harder, but you know my stance on football. If you outwork your opponents when on paper they're superior to you in overall talent, you generally will you've got a great chance and a foundation of a good result. But I didn't say at any point, and maybe you didn't see it from the beginning, that you just run hard. That was it. I said you play good football. I spoke about how good Tyler Adams did, how good Pulisic played, how good Robertson played as example. So yeah, I definitely didn't say that, my friend.
That's a really, really quick question, KJ, Ram. Are the US as good or better technically than England?
No. I don't think so. Not in my opinion. Not in my opinion, but
I don't know if this is working because people say they can't hear me, but I'll just say they look like they're getting a lot better than they have been in the
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's a very tactful answer.
America looked good tonight. America looked good tonight. America looked good tonight. But the biggest asset for them, and this is what people have got to learn about football, the biggest asset for them was how hard they run, how hard they work. They were winning those second balls, and those second balls are so important in the game. So important.
But to answer your question, Adam, you could say USA are behind in terms of their training and their
Yeah,
tactics
yeah,
and their
that-
technical ability. But they will get there at
Yeah,
some point.
I get that. Maybe England will beat the US one day, 1776 till infinity. Thank you very much. England has had trouble with the US since the 1950s. It's psychological fear about losing to them since they were colony. Weird but true. I don't think it's colonial based. I don't think it's colonial based, but I do think it's almost the USA still get laughed at for football. Whether people like hearing it or not, there is still an element to like snigger at Americans within football. It happens. And I do think there is a psychological thing when you play them because we can't get beat by the people that call it soccer. I do think that element is right, man. I do think
You
that,
said it like it's fact. Like,
yeah. I mean, Maguire woke up this morning all worried about losing that war all those years in the 1700s, you know. Without Reece, there's no attacking potent. But there was attacking potence in the last game. So this is where I will push back and say this. We can be so much better than this with these players on the field. How do we know this? We did really well a few days ago. And by the way, look how well Iran did versus Wales, who were neck and neck with the US in the last game. What was the difference? Mentality. Always mentality, not ability.
Come on.
Every day of the week.
100.
The Football Terrace is the greatest channel, and England will win this. I hope that's true.
It's true, bro. I still think it's coming home.
The first sentence is true. The first part of the sentence is true, that the Football Terrace is the greatest. I just bought the trophy cabinet for England. Well, thank you very much for buying that. I'm glad we're looking forward to seeing it in use. Kane, not a captain. Sterling, nothing special. Mount Mason, the same. Throw a non-league player. They would have done more. Would have more passion than these world-class. I think he means world-class. I think he means footballers, so-called world-class. Hendo, 40 years old. Pace. I could go on. Do you guys feel like Harry Kane had a bad game?
Yeah. If I'm being honest, it wasn't. If it was anyone else, I'd probably be insulting him. But because it's Harry Kane, I'm not. But if I remove that bias, yeah, I have to say that Kane was not good today. He didn't do much. There was one chance that he had. You could probably argue that he should have done better. Was it a good block? Was it a bad finish? I don't know. But he was non-existent.
He started off well and
Yeah.
died quick.
I wonder if he... Again, the ankle injury. One of my worries right now with England is I think Kane played injured. We've taken Maddison, who isn't fit. He isn't even available on the bench for the first two games. Every game he doesn't play means a further lack of fitness. Phillips can't come on because he ain't fit. So we've almost got three lame ducks in this squad. Two of them didn't need to be here. Kane should have been rested tonight. Could have started Callum Wilson. Could have started Rashford. Maybe that makes a difference. Maybe that's part of. I mean, Kane wasn't the only issue. But yeah, I agree. I thought he had some good hold-up play. He did a few things that were decent, but that chance at the end, that's Harry Kane.
Yeah.
He's got to be getting that on target. We needed that clutch moment from him, and we didn't get it.
I think also Terry in the game, it was a simple case of like sometimes he's just at the wrong place where we need him the most. Like whenever Saka got onto the ball and he crossed it in, Harry wasn't in the box, and that's where you want your striker to be at. His hold-up play and his passing was Harry Kane. Harry Kane's passing is amazing, but you still need him to be in the right areas, and he just wasn't in the right areas where we needed him to be. And it is frustrating to watch. It's
almost as if he's trying to do
too much.
Yeah, and Southgate is trying to use Kane in the way that Tottenham use him, but then they've got Son. And if you don't have a Son type player to do that role in England,
and I know people score, but I want to see some rotation in the next game. There's no doubt, because maybe start Rashford, maybe start Grealish. Maybe one of the two comes in, freshen it up, a new idea. You've got to set the precedent of meritocracy through the tournament after a poor performance. I think if Mount starts, it will be an absolute shock. Give Foden his opportunity, because maybe they come in, blow Wales away, and they go, right, that creates that competition within the squad to go into the knockout stages with.
Who do we play if we qualify? When? Sorry.
Well,
Look at me. When?
if we win the group, we play the team that comes second.
So it might be.
So it's either probably going to be. We're either going to get, in my opinion, Senegal or the Netherlands.
No, it's Senegal,
Or
Ecuador, or the Netherlands.
Yeah, but I think we'll get Senegal or the Netherlands.
Yeah, more
But
than-
yeah, we can't get.
Of course we will.
Yeah.
What's Van Dijk?
Start.
No, Terry, like, come on. Hold on.
Not today.
You know what? You need to manifest stuff. Do you understand?
No, you don't.
Yeah, we drew to USA. All right, big whoop. Yeah. They're going out next round. We are going to qualify. We'll beat Netherlands, Ecuador, Senegal, whoever. And then we play what? France?
No, Denmark.
Denmark.
No, France. Sorry, France. If they finish top, yeah.
Light work.
Light work. Adam is back with a vengeance. This super chat here says Mount and Sterling shouldn't be in the same 11, but this guy Mason Mount is the biggest fraud in English football.
James Ward-Prowse.
James Ward-Prowse, Maddison, Foden, Grealish all bring more to the team than he does. Chelsea fan, by the way. Condemning words there. Big words there. Why is England averse to creative skill players? You have Maddison, who of course is injured, Grealish, Foden, yet Sterling starts. Nuts. And I know Sterling scored in the last game and he played okay, but again, he was subbed off today, which was fair. But one, it should have been sooner, and I want to see some change in that second game. Great comment. This is the reason why England aren't considered favourites. Get Southgate out. All the USA fans coming chest out. Iran will beat you. Bottlers, big up, is what Zane said.
Yes,
What Zane said here.
Give that salt.
The Americans getting a bit back there. They're getting a bit back. Wilson should have got a chance. Kane played CDM today. It's true. He's very deep. He was very deep indeed. I'm from the US, but was rooting for England because Chelsea is my team.
Weird.
Weird, Adam says. What a letdown from that waistcoat merchant. Yeah, we saw the very worst of Southgate today. There's no doubt. Thank you. That was a real take. We're improving. About America, he means. The reason why our football in America has improved is because our players are moving to Europe instead of playing in the MLS. That's true.
That's true.
That is very true. It's very, very true. No doubt. Nav is back again here. He says someone's got to call it out. I got the balls to. They look good in a club team, but national team, whole nother story. They don't riddle out the same issues sideways, backwards. I feel for the ones who went. It's an insult. Nav is fuming. Look, we're going to come back to some more super chat soon. We've starred them. They've not gone missing. We know that they're there. Please smash that like button for us. And remember, we are sponsored today by Manscaped. 20% discount that you can get from their products. And as we've said before, Christmas is on the way, so you want to make sure you go out and get that done. They've got lots of products available. They've got their new body buffer that is now available. It smells absolutely sublime. The one great thing about their products, all of their products have the same similar smell. So the shower gel, the body cream, the ball deodorant, the cologne you can buy. So you go out smelling absolutely $1 million. You can get a 20% discount using promo code TFT. Plus, there is another 25% available today because it's Black Friday. You've got 2.5 hours left. So check out the Manscaped website. Links in the description or in the live comment section. Go and get that done now. First caller of the day. This man ain't been on the terrace for a long, long time. It's Dev, all the way from America. He's going to be giving us his thoughts and feelings. How's it going, mate?
My guy, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling crap after that. But how are you feeling, mate? A good result for America.
I'm ecstatic. I mean, honestly, we could have beat y'all. McKinney, Pulisic, both with shots that should have been finished, but coulda, shoulda, woulda, never got us anything. If Turner doesn't make that save against Wales, it doesn't matter. But I saw a ton of similarities in this game with y'all's mentality. Y'all were basically Germany and we were Japan. I think that we brought a very similar mentality. You talked down about us, and I wrote it down. The USA has players that contribute at clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, Dortmund, Schalke, Leeds, Leipzig, Wolfsburg, and Juventus. Yes, we have MLS players, but we also have people in major leagues all over the world. And now on the 29th, all of our matches mean something. You lose to Wales, you're out. You lose to Wales, we beat Iran, you're out.
What would happen?
I hear you. I hear you. But Wales is that club. They look shattered today. But at least this game means something coming up because you lot were expecting to be sitting on.
Yeah. Dev, do you know, you make a great point, though, because Wales are going to do what you did today. They are going to run harder, fight harder than any other game in this group, because you know as well as I do that for yourselves, for Wales, beating England is a massive scalp. And there is, of course, there is long-standing, there is a great friendship between our countries, but there's also a great rivalry as well, especially when it comes to football. So yeah, that makes basically knockout football for everyone now.
You got my DM today, Terry. I love you, bro. And I love coming on the channel, and I appreciate it. But today it's war. You know, your tea sucks, your food is terrible. And I turned my jersey inside out. You know me, dude. I rock Arsenal on my chest, bro. Like I live English football. So, you know, and I call it football. And I played it at a high level over here. And it was great to see, because I think our coach is a moron. Just like you guys hate on Southgate, I think Berhalter is taxing. He draws his in-game adjustments with crayon. He's the dude that uses the board. You know, so yeah. I think everything that we got out of our team today, and it could have been better. We're still terrible in one-touch passes. Pulisic still tries to dribble through the entire team. There were some instances where if he would have played Timothy Weah in like he did against Wales, we may have had a couple other shots on goal. But you know, all in all, I'm happy with the result, and realistically, I'm happy that the matches on that match day 3 means something for all 4 teams involved. Because
rightly so. You should be happy. That is, you guys played a brilliant game. And you outclassed one of the top teams in the World Cup. And you should take something from it. And it's also the fact that you can also qualify, which is a massive, massive step for US football.
Against a team that I think ran their legs out today. Like, everybody's got to understand, like, Iran had to give everything that they had today to get those points against Wales. They scored in the 98th minute, 99th minute. And their players left everything on that pitch. So I know we did too, but I'm really hoping that I know everybody in the beginning was like, oh, you get a draw against England, you beat Iran and you go through. Iran's got that club passion right now, and they hate us, and they've always made it difficult.
Hang on. What? Iran hate America? Never.
Oh, no, not at all.
I didn't know this.
Death to America. No.
It's great. I mean, the good thing from a spectator point of view is the final group game for this group kick off at the same time. It's knockout football. Jeopardy is there. And I think I always find these middle games, unless a team can go out, there's always a little bit of not boredom, but there's like, okay, a team's dropped points or lost or they've won, but there's one more game to go. It's essentially knockout football now for both our nations. It's going to be exciting. But I want to just say, Dev, like, listen, congratulations tonight, because America did deserve the win, in my opinion. You played the better football. You worked harder. You run harder. You fought more. And those 3 things for me are so important when it comes to sport and any walk of life. You know that, being a very, very successful musician, it isn't just about being good at music. It's about being dedicated, commitment, and working hard. 100%. Otherwise, nothing comes off. So, listen, Dev, always a pleasure to speak. And I'm sure we'll speak after the next.
We love you guys, man.
Cheers, bro. Take care, my guy. He was like one of the original callers back in the day on Fan Park Live. Good to get him back on. It really is. Let's do this here. Fun fact: Foden created as much chances as Mount, Sterling, and Kane in total. What a player, is what Terrence
didn't even play
says here. America drew against the creators of the sport. Pretty embarrassing. Yeah, it's true though, bruv. Like, honestly,
true.
Like, people keep saying to me, "You've got to be humble tonight, Terry."
True,
bruv, I am humbled. Honestly, I'm humbled tonight. I need to go and do something American. Do you know what I mean?
Watch NBA.
I'm just happy my girlfriend ain't here. I'm just happy that she's in Qatar and I'm not getting stick from her tonight. Like, literally, that'd be the worst. Imagine having to go home to that. Like, I like going home to her. I just meant the stick. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Thankfully, she ain't coming on, man. She's going to give us smoke.
I'm glad. She's obviously busy. She's working. I'm glad.
Have smoke for a 0-0 draw.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. But wait,
it's not like it's bloody Qatar, bro. It's USA.
We're England, man. We're England,
like
man.
you said, they play in Dortmund, Wolfsburg, Leipzig, this.
They're good teams.
And now, no, come on, man. You can't have smoke for a 0-0 draw. Allow it. No.
World Cup final, bro.
Nah, man. You World Cup final and you drew. You drew.
No.
You have 1 point.
No, Adam, this is a win
man,
to America.
no.
This is a win. This is a
2
win.
points.
Hang on a minute. You know this is a win. You're an Arsenal fan. Last year, you celebrated your 2-1 win, stroke defeat against City. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Wait,
Same thing.
Oh.
Same thing. This is, honestly, I don't even mean this rudely. This is like a bottom tier of the table team, relegation level team, coming to Old Trafford and beating Man United when Fergie was there.
But they didn't.
Like Swansea.
Drawing with us.
See what I mean?
It's true. It's true. It's a win. We lost. We had a 0-0 loss today.
Yeah, man.
Everyone, when they drew with us at the World Cup in 2010, that was what the New York Post headline was in the morning. America win 0-0 or 1-1. America win 1-1.
You see what I'm saying?
Everyone going in on Harry
perspective.
Kane. But where was Starboy Saka today? What you saying about Saka today, Adam?
Adam, that's your boy, bruv.
What you saying about Saka?
You know what? He's right there as well. He's looking. I didn't want to talk about it, but yeah, he wasn't good today. And there was a moment where I think Terry called it out. He was like, he was 1-on-1 with the defender, and he was just indecisive. Like he didn't go in, he didn't go out. He just kind of ran and didn't do much. So yeah, it's worrying. Because obviously he's meant to be, as you said, the star boy. He's meant to be the one that can light up the tournament, but he just didn't do it today. But I think it was more symptomatic of the team rather than him himself. So hopefully next round he sticks it to Wells, Neco Williams, won't know what's hit him, or whoever the left back is. I don't really care. But yeah, let's hope.
Yeah, Nico Williams. Nico Williams, yeah.
Yeah, Saka was poor tonight, and he deserves criticism. But the thing is, Saka's got credit in the bank, Gio. So for me, I'm kind of someone that it wasn't a player that I was focusing on because he was so good in the last game. He's been so good for England over the past couple of years, really. So he's not going to get as much stick as Mount, who I think club and country-wise has been consistently poor. The same as like Maguire. He deserves a lot of praise tonight because he was immense. But I'm not going to go over the top because I don't know if it'll last.
Come January, you can be right back.
Yeah, it works both ways. Nav is back again. He says, I will not give England a chance. I know what's coming. I'm not living in a dream world. I'm done, had enough. I expect this result and performance before the World Cup. What does this tell you? Or high IQ? I mean, you must, bruv, you ain't got a high IQ. You're Mystic Meg, bruv. You're psychic. You should be a fortune teller. If you know, I'm joking, but listen. So far you predicted draw. However, we did play this badly against Scotland and draw 0-0 in the Euros and made the final. And I think getting to the final is still success because we're like seen as third, fourth, or fifth favourites. Yeah. And I'm going to use this as if you're predicted to come fifth in the Premier League, but you narrowly miss out on winning it and come second, it's still a successful season on an expectation basis. So you said last 16 or quarters. If we make a semis, then you're wrong. So yeah, be interesting to see how well we do.
Can I ask you, all of you, KJs including?
Yeah.
What are your expectations? Because I obviously haven't been on and I haven't really talked about England. But what are your expectations for England this World Cup?
Adam, you want to go?
Bro, it's coming home.
Mine was just two things: quarterfinals and Southgate don't be a coward. And we've already seen Southgate be a coward, so I just need quarterfinals and then yeah.
My honestly, like I thought we'd get to the quarters and that would be it. I think if we get to the quarters, it's probably going to be France, and they'll beat us. However, my expectation, and I said the same in 2018 to Adam all those years ago, I want some good performances, and we got that against Iran. I went into 2018 after it was basically almost a decade of not a single good performance at an international tournament. And we've had a number now, so I'm becoming greedy. I just want some good performances. You know, I want to win the tournament, but if we like play well against Wales and beat them, win our last round of 16 game, play well and beat them, and then we play well and go out to France in the quarters, I can walk away as an England fan happy. I want some performances. That's my expectation. I hope someone plants some alcohol and weed, Gareth on Gareth Southgate, so he can stay in Qatar permanently.
Wow.
That's what he said there. You really think Ecuador will be an easy game for England? Wow, you guys are not paying attention. The Dutch can actually string 3 consecutive passes, yet get rocked.
What on earth am I going to do? Shut up. Ecuador.
Terry, you owe me 80 quid for that rant. Just kidding. Listen, you're just donating to the Terrace. We know how much you love the platform. And look, we've got some big stuff coming for the knockout stages of the World Cup, which we're very, very excited about. And we'll keep you posted on all of that as we go along. Please make sure like buttons are being smashed right now and that you're subscribing to The Terrace. Wales need to beat England 4-0 to go through.
See what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Canada plays more attractive football than England today, yes. But this is one thing I will say. As angry as I am, we were really good against Iran, who most people are saying are going to beat America. It's a bad performance. I don't think we're as bad as we saw today. But equally, I don't think we can win it. Like I think there's a happy medium. But Chris Talks Footy, thank you for the super chat, my guy. Thank you. I don't know why you guys say quarters when it's been shown when England go against an organised team. They don't know what to do. Adam is hiding his fear.
I really think it can come home. Okay? It's tournament football, and anything can happen.
To be fair, match day 2, it literally can come home.
Bro, it can.
Until it doesn't.
So you gotta believe it and manifest it.
It happening.
Everyone's saying, nil. Bro, like, it's all right. We got a point. Let's just move on. Can still come home.
Yeah, I think people are mistaking what we're saying. We're just criticizing on this game alone, but we still believe we can still go far.
You know what's bad as well? Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. Germany lost to Japan. Look at all these teams,
right?
And we're getting cussed for drawing,
right?
Cool.
Netherlands not gone and drawn today as well. Come on, guys, come on.
No, listen, I hear you on that. We're going to speak to Brian. Are you there, Brian? I want to see if the camera comes on. Brian is here all the way from America. Another original terrorist mofo. What you saying, my guy?
Oh man, I really wish the United States would have won the game. I was so frustrated at the end. When we didn't take the free kick. We tried to play something down the line, and I was so frustrated about that. But overall, I mean, I expected this from the U.S. Honestly, I expect them to go out and to put in a performance with tons of energy and effort. But I know that the players that are in the team have been, I think, are several steps ahead of the types of players that the United States have put out in the past. And so I thought that if they work hard in the beginning of the game, that they could show some quality. And I mean, for me, for England, I think you just lacked dynamism up front, right? That front three of Mount and Saka and Sterling are just not. They don't give you enough dynamism, not as much as like a Grealish or a Foden or a Rashford might. So, but yeah, I mean, overall, I wish that the U.S. would have won the game. But you good, Ram? You good, buddy? You good?
No, it was a comment. Sorry, I'm Bright. You know I love you. It's just a comment, and now he's laughing. I'm gone.
Yeah, let me see. Yeah.
Here it is. It's American again.
Oh man,
I can see the resemblance, bro. I can see the resemblance. Listen, you guys are very, very good today. How confident are you of going through now and making it to the next round?
I think the U.S. can beat Iran. I think that if they put in I think the issue with the U.S. is the fact that they don't really have like that number 9 that you can rely on to get you your goals. That was the issue in the game against Wales. They couldn't put Wales away when they were on top, and they couldn't make all of their dominance count today against England. So that could come back to cause some problems against Iran. But I think that they have enough quality to go through. It'll be a tough game. It will be a really tough game, but I do think that they have the opportunity to do it. I remember last time I was on here, Terry, when you were with Colleen and you said that the U.S. aren't touching England. Consider yourself touched, buddy. Consider yourself touched. you said the U.S. aren't touching England. The England have never beaten the U.S. in a World Cup. Read your history books, pal. Come on, you've never beaten the U.S. in a World Cup in group stage play ever.
Like USA
ever.
never.
Yeah,
it must have been like a friendly or something.
I'll just say it, Brian. I say it. A lot of people try and come on the terrace and cook me. I'm going to actually say this to you. You're the first person to actually do it successfully where I have no response. You're the first person in the history of the terrace to actually cook me where I have nothing to say other than well done. You're the first guy ever. In 6-7 years, no one's ever done that to me. You're the one. And At least you had the balls to come on and say it. Everyone else just puts it in the comments. I can ignore them. Brian, top man for coming on, mate. KJ, make sure you ban him.
Congrats,
now
man.
He's banned. No, I'm joking. We'll speak to you. We'll speak to you soon, brother. All the best. Take
Congrats,
care.
man. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I did say that, and he cooked me. That's how you cook someone, by the way. I want to make this very clear to you. If he cooked him and he cooked him, you only cook someone when you say something and they can't respond. That's being cooked. That's it. Anything outside of that is not cooking. You either burnt it or it ain't even boiling yet, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
And Terry as well. He let you marinate yourself as well. You know what I mean? You marinated.
Mate, he marinated me good. And I like a good marinade. A bit of
you.
seasoning, massage the meat nicely, and then bang, straight in that cooker.
Wow.
That sounds like Avery Harris.
Have you got one of them slow cookers?
Bruv, I've got it's not where I live right now, but I've got a barbecue that's the wood barbecue where you put like the ribs in there, but you cook them. You have to cook them for like 4 or 5 hours.
Old fashioned.
Slow.
Yeah.
Slow. And what's great about it is you don't really season that meat because the slow does it
Keeps it tender
for you. Oh, beautiful. It absolutely is.
I think it's Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay's one of my heroes, bruv. He's one of my heroes, 100%. Look, people are asking, and I will say it because there's no need to hide it. Yes, I am dating Jess. In fact, no, that's not true. It's not true. It's actually not true. It's not true. I'm not dating Jess. I live with Jess. So yeah, I just. Are you all shocked? Sorry, shocked. Look at Adam's face.
What?
Mind blowing. Mind flipping
What's
blowing.
going on?
Yeah, I mean, so I'm just glad she's not home tonight. Do you know what I mean? I'm just glad she's staying away. It's I've not been happy since she's been gone because I miss her. But tonight, I'm really happy she's not home. That would be the worst. So here we go. Now the Arsenal prop makes sense. No. I am not submissive, my brother. That is not how I work. And yeah, I know it's a W, 100%. Winning, bruv. Winning. If it helps, 90% of the USA doesn't even know the game was up.
What is that, 11 a.m. now?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
That man went to work today.
That's funny. Terry, as a neutral, I'd say all the blame is on Southgate. The game needed another tactic, different players, Foden, Grealish, Callum from the start. I agree. Listen, the players need criticism, but you are right. The manager had time to change it. And he left it into what, 60? What was the first? I want to check now. The first substitution came.
It must have been 72.
70th minute, basically. 68 minutes. That's 70th minute. Yeah. It's far too late in the game for changes. I can understand it if there's the thought of extra time and you want to maybe save the legs for that, but there ain't. I know there's been a lot of added time recently, but still. Terry was never scared of Arsenal. He was scared of Jess. Facts. So happy you guys are a couple. Yeah, no, it's not that. I mean, she does.
The simp terrace.
Simp terrace.
I am no simp. Let me just tell you that now. Man wears trousers. Well, the one she picks, but you know what I mean. Can the US offer a compromise? You'll give the word soccer in exchange for Foden, since you guys won't start him. Yeah, get rid of the word soccer. No. I'd rather keep the word soccer in the vocabulary. Thank you. Shameful that he is our manager, doesn't have the bottle to drop players, slow to make subs. Who football with the best talent we've seen in
at
years.
Times it was Adam. It was
who football.
At times it was.
The goal kicks were.
Jordan we didn't play because we're getting pressed like juice.
We were, bro. We were. Hey, Gal's here with us now, fellow. Well, you're not. You're like an American Light. American Light as a Canadian. Like you got Pepsi and Diet Pepsi. You've got America and you've got Canada. What are you saying, bro?
You guys pretty much said a lot of the stuff already. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. But when it comes down to...
Look at you and your new microphone.
I've always had it.
Levels.
Hey, I was just going to say, this is not America's World Cup. There's a lot of delusional American fans out there that think they were going to win the World Cup. There's they did a little poll on Bleacher Report, which is an American thing. And they thought they were like 5th favorites or 4th favorites. So they actually expect to go far. And then when it comes, maybe some of the delusional ones, not everyone. But then you go to this game. I felt like England don't impose themselves. What is going on? I thought England, after the Iran game, I thought we were going to see England impose themselves more. I thought we were going to see more from England. But you know what? to the people who don't rate Southgate, this is going to be the game they're going to point at and say, you know what, this is an example of what we've been talking about for years. And I just feel like substitutions. You've already said so many things that I wanted to say, but I'll take one thing that you probably you guys haven't really looked at too deeply. Where does England go from here? Because if you see this kind of performance against the United States, when you go into that group stages, everyone's been saying when you face a big boy, you're going to have problems. Now, guess what? If you're having this kind of issues against the United States in the group stages, how is it going to be when you guys get into the next round? Is it going to be the same old England going to penalties? Is it going to be the same old England going to shootouts and having close games? I'm just saying it's
the question. Let me pose the question back to you. What happened at the last international tournament when we drew with Scotland in the second game? What happened in the knockout rounds of the last tournament against Germany, against one of this World Cup's like dark horses, Denmark and others? What did we do in that tournament?
Those games you were underdogs, and you against Germany. The other games you guys got through. So
we're up against France. Are we an underdog or are we favorites?
You're underdogs.
So you're asking us what are we going to do after drawing this game? What do you think we're going to do?
Personally, I have a lot of high hopes for England. I actually had England either going to semifinals or finals because of the route that you guys would have. But seeing you guys struggle today versus the United States and seeing you guys more or less concede the ball and them have as many chances as they did, that's the crucial part. Because Iran had 2 goals against you guys, even though you guys bossed the game majority of the time. And this game today, let's be honest, you could have said the United States should have got more from it. So there are concerns, and I'm just bringing up those concerns, Terry. I'm not saying.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're gonna say.
Yeah. So I'm not coming up with a grand conclusion that you guys are going to be terrible and get knocked out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this.
No,
this is
I understand that. I just wanted personally to get your take. And look, I don't disagree with you. I understand where you're coming from, and from my point of view, I think we can we'll go through to the next round. I think we can beat some teams in the knockout stage. I think we can even beat a big team or two.
Aren't you worried about the style?
For me, it's when a game gets on top. When we played Germany, we were the better team. We were fine. It's as soon as the team puts pressure on us, Southgate's tactics and the way he asks us to play is too negative, and we scour away. So if we go up against France and on the day we're better than them, we'll beat them. But if we go one up against them and then they have a 10, 15-minute spell where they're better than us, then we'll fade away for the game. We won't make a positive substitution to change things. So we'll go as far as we can until we play a team that dominates us. And as soon as the team starts dominating us, we're done.
Terry, the problem is in the Euros, in the last World Cup, you guys had an identity. You played defensive. You played defensively most of the time, unless you're against a smaller team, and you ended up beating them in the long run. Or the game will go so long where you guys would go to overtime or penalty shootouts. This England team doesn't seem to have that identity. You kind of halfway trying to evolve and play more football, play more attacking, but then days like today seems like you've regressed back to what you were doing prior. And you're not playing the same system.
Could you argue that given the circumstances who we play, we haven't played anyone that has actually tested us. We haven't played anyone that is as technically as good as us. So we haven't been afforded to play that defensive style.
Okay. That is accurate. Yes, you haven't played anyone of that level, but you're not going to play anyone of that level with the group that you're in. You're in a group where England's ranked 5th and everyone else is ranked below 10. So you should be beating these guys quite easily.
Yeah, but that's it. That was the expectation, and the expectation after this game is we have to buck up our ideas and play properly for the next couple of weeks. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting. Gal, listen, really good questions, my friend. It really was, and we'll speak to you after your team play next. That's Canada for everybody now, not France. Gal, we'll chat to you again soon. Take care, brother. Thank you very much indeed. We've got some more super chats here. What's this one here says? I don't know why you guys say quarters when we've done that one. Oh yeah, we've done that one. Sorry, we've done that one. Yeah, sorry.
We've done that
one. All these soccer fans, you need to win next. Apart from a win and you're out. The US are the emo version of Spurs. Happy beating Arsenal. It's a Brazil-England final. Chill and bookmark this. One such result is bound to happen for all teams.
I mean, Terry, that's my prediction.
Use a super chat. No, you never super chat.
No, you
didn't even before you were on it.
In my predictor, I put down Brazil England final. I was not cheap.
It's not cheap. this shit because I'm in fairness to the terrorists, like 90% of our like guys that come on are all originally just viewers. But Adam wasn't, and like Neeks wasn't, a few others, but most were viewers, and love me.
If you want, I'll super chat right now.
No, I would never ask people.
Right, have some.
50 pound. 50 pound for all the times I've had you on here. Like pay for the privilege.
Whoa.
Hey, no, I'm joking. Terry, we told you about Mount. This is how he plays. Yeah, I'm going to say I've been humbled on that one as well, Winter Surfer. I've been wintered on that. Next, quick call here from Oba. What you saying, bro?
USA, 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 USA.
All I can see is that Nigerian flag in the background, bro.
What flag? What are you talking about?
You taking it down? Take it down! It's down! I love it, bro. Look, you done really well tonight, though. You done really, really well tonight. You must be very proud.
Yeah, very proud of us tonight. I think we showed, like I said, like we have, some technical skill. Players are getting better, more Premier League, quality players in the team. So, yeah, we did pretty well tonight. Wish we won though.
Yeah, no, you should have won. There's no doubt. How confident are you in terms of playing Iran to go through to the next round?
So I think we're gonna make a deal with Iran to lower the sanctions, and they'll let us win. So hopefully.
Oh my days, mate! I'm not saying that's going to happen, but we will certainly see. I wanted to ask you very quickly as well, Tyler Adams. Give me your thoughts on him. He was so dominant in that midfield tonight.
Yeah, he's he represents like kind of a new American football player, you could say. Like, and he did very well, and I think going forward, like he's going to be more vital, more important to this team, especially being the captain. So the next World Cup, for example, I could see us doing very well and getting to like quarter, semifinals, hopefully. So yeah, he did well tonight.
There we go. Oh, but listen, I appreciate all the support you give the Terrace, and thank you for coming on, my friend, and we'll chat again soon. Thank you. Viewers, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. It's always a cathartic experience after a poor result for the team I support. I want to say a big thank you to our title sponsors tonight, Manscaped. 20% discount you can get off right now using promo code TFT20. As stated earlier in the show, they do have their Black Friday sale on right now. This is the very best product in the world for male self-grooming. You want to make sure that you got no fuzz, no hair, no breadcrumbs in any of your nether regions. You want to be smelling sweet. You want the smoothest dolphin's beak in the world. Your partner is going to love it. You're going to feel more confident. You'll even feel a little bit bigger when you're looking in the mirror. That's just the way that it works. 20% discount off right now with my promo code TFT20. Get that done. Get some Christmas presents in. Trust me, you're going to love it. We're back tomorrow with more content for you. Terry, I have 2 big plum birds, my son. Well, listen, you won't cut them anymore. You won't pierce those big plummy birds at all. All right? Get them shaved up with Manscaped, my friend. Get that done. Don't forget to. Fun fact, the word soccer came from England as well. Now get over tonight and get some revenge on Italy. Bradman, thank you very much indeed. Adam, Ram, thank you very much. KJ over there on the text tonight.
Hey.
Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. But this evening, Soccer 1.